As I have said before, I have many, many books on the tarot. I have chosen a few just to give you some idea of the types of book I have. I have some also that are online and not even in paperback. But I am not going to discuss those now because I think one of the, in my opinion anyway, the best, the longest, the most detailed, and the most powerful inward meaning of the tarot of all the books I have is this one right here. These are called Meditations on the Tarot, A Journey into Christian Hermeticism. And there's a foreword by a cardinal. And this is by a Catholic priest who wrote this. And Father Bede Griffith says at the bottom of the book, there is hardly a line without some profound significance. For me, it is the last word in wisdom. And of course, on the back, it gets great praise all over the place. Actually, I have a picture of the Pope with this book in 2 sets right on his desk. Now, you wouldn't expect Pope would be reading anything about the tarot, but in this case, he did, because this was by a Catholic as well. Now, what we can say about this is that it is perhaps the longest book I have ever seen on the tarot. This is, I would say, almost 700 pages long. You can see quite thick. And the print is not very large, and it's all through every single page. So this is the longest book I have on the tarot. It has the most detail, and also it does what's called Christian Hermeticism. What that means is it takes different cultural, different intellectual positions and puts them in together to form a unification of many things that are usually considered to be separate. This is why within this book you will learn a great deal that you would not have learned without reading it. Also, as I said before, I think this is the most profound book on the tarot that I have, even though many of the others are. And the way this is done also is quite interesting. For example, if we go to the one on the Wheel of Fortune, let me see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it. If not, I'll go to another one. But anyway, once we get to that, what you will find is each time you get to one of these, you will have, for example, let me see if I can find 10. What you will find in each of these is that before each begins, there is a quotation, or there are various quotations on here. And if I can find the Wheel of Fortune, we will be able to see which one that is. Oh yeah, we're coming up to it. Now, the Wheel of Fortune, of course, is one we have looked at before. And this time, you will see a different card here. Now, this is the one that is done in this book. Here, you can see the Wheel of Fortune. And what is done on this side, first are quotes that are used to describe what the author believes it means in some small amount. Then it will go further in when you begin to read it as well. Then we will continue with this because this is probably one of the best that I have, and one of the deepest and one of the richest in content, and one that would take a long time to read, but it is not meditations, not just information, a way to meditate and come to grips with the religious significance of the tarot cards by a Catholic priest. One of the best books I think one could ever have on this.